Hello friends, I'm Kanchan and you are welcome to Edify Show. और जैसा कि आप जानते हैं हमारे बीच है सितेश श्रीवास्तव जिनको कॉर्पोरेट ट्रेनिंग में बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, इसके अलावा बहुत अच्छे शोज करते हैं रेडियो पर। तो सितेश जी, आपका स्वागत है हमारे शो में। हाउ आर यू टुडे?
धन्यवाद कंचन। बहुत अच्छा दिन है और तुमसे बात करना हमेशा ही एक ज्ञान की दृष्टि से काफी ज्ञानवर्धक रहता है हमारा हर एक कॉन्वर्सेशन। एंड इट्स अ वंडरफुल प्लेजर एंड वीकेंड सीम्स टू बी अ लॉन्ग टाइम।
हाँ, तो हम लोग ये सोच रहे थे जैसे कि हम लोग अक्सर बात करते हैं और हमारे पास एक पावरफुल टूल है, द टूल ऑफ लैंग्वेज। एंड वी अप्रिशिएट अवर लैंग्वेज, अवर मदर टंग, वी लर्न अवर मदर टंग इन द स्कूल्स। तो व्हाट आई वाज थिंकिंग कि मदर टंग और अदर लैंग्वेजेस आर द पार्ट ऑफ पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट।
Exactly. Language is something that comes from our given faculty of our vocal cords and the mind body coordination and the observation inputs. It actually forms beautiful expressions, and those expressions come out via linguistics. That is the subject of our languages, the human speech. And that is more and more has become my interest area to figure that out, and the common points, cultural nuances, dialects, and how do you say it, when do you say it, and that's a fantastic study, Kanchan.
So I feel that that all these languages are a great inventions which our forefathers have done, and no language is lesser than other language. So I think if we are learning one English language or maybe a national language, Hindi language, I think we should be given more options to learn more Indian languages, because what currently we are doing is we end up learning German, though there's no bad thing about that, it's a language again. But then I think we should be learning all other Indian languages, because India is full of so cultural, traditional, and linguistic richness. So I think somehow we are missing it.
Exactly, Kanchan. So I did not understand the value of my own language, that is Hindi, because I come from the Hindi heartland. I did not really understand the value of Hindi language until I reached Japan. When I reached Japan, I realized my English, which I'm so proud of. I'm equally adept in English as well as in Hindi, and I realized that Japanese people have so much of pride about their own Japanese language. The curriculum is written in Japanese. Hardware keyboards on laptops and phones are in Japanese. The Japanese is written on the roads and the signs and the symbols. An MBA or a medicine or engineering can be done in the Japanese language. And then I realized, and I asked a couple of Japanese people, Japanese friends, don't you see learning a foreign language as an asset? They said, yes, it is an asset, Sitesh, but it is an asset for only certain people who want to go out and sell things. So in an engineering company where I used to work, on a floor of 200 engineers, only few people were able to speak English because they were meeting international suppliers, vendors, customers, and representatives. Rest of the other engineering team, there was no incentive, there was no status symbol attached for them to learn any foreign language, not just English. And that put me into thinking, Kanchan, have we purposefully, planned way, have we tried to kill our own languages? And more when I came back from Japan, I see, Kanchan, that uh, English, I would not say, I should not say that English is a foreign language anymore for India. I mean, English has been there in this continent for almost 200 years now. So it cannot be called as a foreign language. Yes, there is no doubt it is the most spoken language in the world. But I realize more and more now that me and you both are part of radio, the way we can express in our own language, we cannot do it in any language, whether German, whether French, whether English. What do you say?
Yeah, definitely. I feel that a part of mother, you can express better in your mother tongue, because now you and me have a mother tongue which is Hindi, so we can express ourselves well. But the thing is that I feel that beside a mother tongue, one should also should know other Indian languages like Sanskrit, or like something like Tamilian, because these are very old languages, and they have a richness in them. So somebody from North India learning Tamil language, so I think that is awesome, and that's quite creative. What do you say?
That is incredible, actually. And I hear some of our big companies, big corporations, when they hire people from the colleges, so they will put the North Indian students to the South Indian divisions, and when they hire from the South Indian colleges, they will put them into the North Indian side. And that's a great thing to do. I believe that also happens in our Indian administrative service postings also, and that's a good thing to happen. But somehow, Kanchan, I feel that there is not a focus on Indian languages to be promoted as it should have been. One, because we have connected our languages to our commercial career. Okay, learning a German would take me to Germany. Learning a French would take me to 55 countries where French is spoken. Yes, it would. English, definitely yes, because that is one common way. But if you remember, Kanchan, it was a great pride when our Foreign Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee spoke in Hindi in United Nations in 1977 of those days. So more and more we see, Russian president is speaking in Russian, German president is speaking in German, and that shows that if we respect our language, we will survive and save our identity. And that is something which is more and more required in the days when the languages are mixed now. More or less, we are trying to convey rather than converse. Me and you are doing conversation, and the idea is to convey later. First, do the conversation. But today, in a popular lingo, the way English is spoken in the schools and colleges, the youngsters know that in the written English, that is not possible to get marks. But since they use it so much, they write it also the same. Right?
Yes, I feel that beside learning a language, that also add into the personality of a person, because along with the language, we learn the traditions, like how to do namaste or how to greet anybody. So it becomes a part of your personality also. And when we say we have such a rich history, such a rich cultural background, and we are learning some of the Indian languages along with the foreign languages. There's no harm in learning French, which can take you to places. But then if you are also learning something like Telugu in Hyderabad, and then you have a Hindi, then you have a English, then you have a French, I think that add to your personality. What is your opinion about it?
We are a great nation and fortunate enough to have 26 or 29 scheduled languages in our country. Though we have seen a lot of politicization around the languages and Rashtra Bhasha versus Raj Bhasha, and all those things, you know. So it is important and to understand the value of our own language. See, uh, in our country, which is such a big and diverse country, and naturally we have this atmosphere to learn at least 2 to 3 languages apart from our own mother tongue. So I was born in Kolkata, which was Calcutta back then, so I can speak Bengali. And not only speak Bengali, I appreciate the Bengali culture. Similarly, say I am here in Bangalore, I am trying to pick up Kannada. Or so India gives this opportunity to us and our children to pick up at least 2 3 languages, which may or may not help them in commercially, but it helps them in a satisfaction that they know their language. So knowing a Bengali has helped me to speak to the people from Bangladesh as well. And I'm actually unhappy to see when I check some of the applications, the language settings, I still don't see Hindi. I still don't see, Punjabi. You know, nowadays things have become so local. So it is important for us to bring the linguistics as a subject and talk about it, bring linguistics as a subject in the school curriculum, and showcase the value of it today. And at the same time, 1960s and 70s, Kanchan, in our mainland, North India universities, they used to offer graduation courses in Urdu language. People have done BA, MA in Urdu language, not Urdu as a language, but the books were written in Urdu. So I am saying that we as a country, I really don't know whether we are focusing too much on this, or we focus only when there is a political issue. And when I talk to the youngsters, for them, they always say, okay, I am able to convey it. Why do you focus on grammar and the syntax and the syllable and the intonation and the right choice of words? So I think there has to be a coordinated approach. Linguistics is a science. It has been developed as a science. I am told in India, there is a linguistic college or an institution in Pune, and I would like myself to go there and understand the Indic languages, how Indic languages have come. And I am told that some, like our Sanskrit, it is surprising to see a lot of research is happening on Sanskrit in Germany, rather than in our own country. So it's an interesting subject, Kanchan, for me. And I believe since we both are part of the same vocal industry, I think we are the ambassadors of taking this further.
Yes, I think we'll be discussing further how this language and the culture can enhance the personality of people, and how we should take this as seriously. So tomorrow we'll discuss this again. Till then, bye bye. Take care. It's always nice to talk to you, Satish. Bye.
Shabba khair.